Greetings, good morning, happy Monday. Here we are with our usual wee check-in to see what can we focus on letting go of this week. It's February 1st. Welcome to the new month. If you're here live, say hi. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I hope that you were able to enjoy some of that sun too. It's really cold, but it was such a gorgeous day yesterday. I really enjoyed my walk. I hope you did too, or enjoyed whatever it was you did over this weekend. So here we are, like I said, February 1st, and I wish you Imbolc blessings. Imbolc is a lunar celebration, and it actually signifies the first whisperings of spring. So even though there's snow on the ground, that things are starting to twinkle into spring. So I think that's exciting. I hope you do too. So how was last week for you? Good morning, Ruth Ann. Nice to see you here. How was the full moon for you last week? On Thursday, we had the full moon. And then, like I said, now today, February 1st, is called Imbolc. And it's a Celtic celebration of the beginning of spring. And so beautiful energies. And, you know, the other thing, I have a piece of paper here. Let me just see. It's on Thursday. So Thursday, we see the last quarter of the moon. And so that's about releasing. So at full moon, and you can use this idea as an ongoing process. At the full moon, it's nice to just sit in and ask yourself, what would I like to have illumined within me? And what am I releasing that's no longer part of me? And of course, with these little sessions that we meet for, that's what the whole vibe is letting go of that which no longer serves you. And of course, the first part of that is being clear. Good morning, Marion. Nice to see you here. Good morning, Sheena. So the key piece here is to have the awareness of what is it that doesn't serve you. Is there overthinking? Is there something that, do you have a pattern that maybe worked in certain situations, but it doesn't work for you anymore? So this is all a part about unconditionally loving, accepting who and what you are, and experiencing the whole flow of it. And so that's the idea, is you set intentions and then you go towards them, and then it's about flow and co-creating with the universe, accessing your higher self and your inner wisdom. And that's why we're going through each card in sequence in my letting go cards deck. And you know, it's really interesting. I'm finding that it makes sense. Like, even though we're going numerically, what I'm talking about today is the pattern that we are feeling. What I mean by that is the card that we're looking at today is number 15, and it's misunderstanding. So that's what we're going to look at letting go of. And that's what I'm saying to you. Is there a pattern, a propensity, a mindset, a belief, a way of thinking, a way of doing things doesn't work now, and perhaps is creating a wee bit of a misunderstanding? You know, it's like doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Doesn't work. This is not to then start beating yourself up or blame or shame or anything like that. It's that awareness that can set you free, right? Good morning, Janet. So let me read this out to you. Just sit with that for a moment and see, how does that feel for you? Like, how does this idea of letting go of misunderstanding? Do you need to read more? Do you need to talk it out? Do you need more information? Do you need to be kinder to yourself? Because of course, this is the other part of it all, is that when we are kind and loving to ourselves, then we really figure out that we're always doing our best. We are. Sometimes people think that they're so flawed, or, you know, there's no point in trying to set up a healthy habit or a meditation practice or exercising or walking or being kind to themselves. But you are worthy of it. You are worthy of your own commitment to yourself. And it's really interesting because now we are in February. And February 14th is Valentine's. So I actually have been doing a live every Thursday at 11:30 on Insight Timer. So if you haven't come and joined me over there, I'd love to have you there. There will be links for that on my page if you haven't followed me on Insight Timer. But I want to really focus this month on love. Decided that February could be the whole month of love, not just the 14th. And when I talk about love, it's about unconditional self-love. It all starts there. That's the whole part. And so where does misunderstanding come through for that? Do you understand that you do deserve your unconditional love? Loving acceptance, actually. Let me read this out. We all have an inherent need to be understood and to be heard. However, misunderstandings can happen. You can waste all the time in the world trying to understand why someone misconstrued something you said or did. In all likelihood, what you expressed triggered a defense response in them. It has nothing to do with you. So focus on how you feel. You may feel angry, irritated, upset, scared, disappointed, hurt, betrayed, or any other kind of emotion. So just allow it. Allow the flow of it. Feel, and then feel some more. Write about your feelings. Meditate on them. And then just sit quietly and allow them to flow through you. Breathe through them. And of course, if this starts to get a wee bit intense doing something like this, please do reach out to someone. Reach out to me. Reach out to get just somebody to help you or maybe guide you if you need that. This is never to be so overwhelming that you feel like you can't get through it. So if you have really intense emotions, like I say, make an appointment with a professional or call a friend or, like I said, message me. Take your time. There is no shortcut for releasing your emotions. And this is a huge piece around worthiness. You are worthy of flowing through, telling the truth about what it is you're feeling and not getting too much in your head about it, because all too often we have hundreds of thoughts that justify or explain why we're feeling something. Well, how about we could just sit and feel it and understand that all emotions are impermanent. They do flow. They come and they go and they come and they go. Just so long as we can allow ourselves to be the being or the vessel that experiences. So without getting caught up in misunderstandings or even misunderstanding why it is you're feeling something. I always say that to clients, that why is actually not a question that is a really healthy one, because why will always lead you down and feel heavy. Why did you do something? Why did you think something? Why did you let that go? Why didn't you do this? No. See if you can reframe why questions into what. What was the gift here? What did I learn here? What else is possible? What would it be like to make a new choice or a different choice? So have some fun with that. Have some lighter play with that. And then let's see what this is. The tarot card that came up for this with misunderstanding. The Queen of Swords. And that's a really powerful support to what I'm saying here. Queen of Swords is that beautiful, nurturing, feminine energy. But she also is very aware that she gets to choose what the quality of thoughts and the sort of inner dialogue within her. So embrace that. Feel into that. Allow her energy to come through you and be a part of your experience. And something that just occurred to me too, as we're feeling into this idea of letting go misunderstandings and getting really clear on what thoughts and dialogue, inner dialogue we have, we're actually in a Mercury retrograde now, which started on the 30th. So just a couple of days. And this one is very light and very much about communication. Communication, inner communication. How are you thinking about yourself? How are you thinking about where you're at, about your goals, your intentions. What is it that you want to have illumined within you? So amazing times, isn't it? I love the flow and the connection of how this all works out for us. So I'm just shuffling these Doreen Virtue's angel cards because I like to pull us 3 of these just because they give us a wee bit more loving guidance, a little bit of acceptance, and maybe they'll give us a wee bit more ideas about the misunderstanding. The first one that's come up is manifestation. I love that. We are all such powerful manifestors. We're creator beings after all. So if what you're experiencing and creating is not quite what you'd like, or there may be a wee bit of a misunderstanding then in there, just take a wee step back, allow yourself the feelings, maybe journal them out, maybe just set some new intentions. And look at this. This is beautiful that came up is nature. That feels such a beautiful support to what I said about Imbolc, that if you can go outside and just breathe in the vibrancy of, maybe you can't see spring starting to take place, but trust that it is. And when you go outside and feel that, it can lift your spirit to make you feel more into this idea of you being a creator being. And then the outcome one was signs. I love that. So signs could be you hear a bird singing, or you see something that reminds you that you're on track, you're in the right place, you're doing the best you can. And see if there's any signs that can help you release and let go of those misunderstandings that we just chatted about. So I hope this all makes sense. Like I said, if you need some help or guidance through this, please do be sure and message me. I wish you a beautiful first week of February, and I'll be back checking in with you again next week. Much love and thanks for watching.